Welcome to Listen to the Eagle. I'm Bert Caruth alongside Paul Ott.
Well, Bert, television is the big deal on the out of doors, and we're all over the state every weekend. So you need to tune in and send us an email, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about right here on this station.
Send it to Paul Ott at listentotheeagle.com. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
He has known no fear. What kind of service do you expect from your bank? Professional with a personal touch?
We do that.
We do that every day.
And how about loans that are easy and hassle-free, with decisions made right here at home by folks who actually know who you are?
We do that too.
And financial advice from someone who understands our community.
We've been doing that since 1891.
And the best in friendly hometown service with all the banking technology and products you want.
That's what we do best of all.
Expect more. Copiah Bank. Make our bank your bank.
I am the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star, the fairest of 10,000, the God of near and far. I'm the light of the world, the angelic host, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I am the eternal, the Savior, the great high priest, the seed of woman, the Prince of Peace. I am the Nazarene, the carpenter's son, the master designer, the Almighty One. I'm the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings, the Son of Mary, and the message that Christmas brings. I am the Messiah, the author of salvation, the branch of righteousness, the God of all creation. I am the truth, the way, and the life. I am the resurrection.
It's my hometown in Mississippi. My home state, Mississippi.
Roll on, mighty river, and let the truth be told of how the Delta heaven began to unfold. The place where the Mississippi River found its way home and gave the world amazing artists to write a story, bring magic to the big screen, or sing a song. So roll on, big river, the stars' alma mater. Talents of a special kind, it must come from the water. The legends keep growing in all the halls of fame. Birthplace of the stars, and Mississippi is her name. So no matter where I travel or how far I've gone, the beautiful Natchez Trace will always bring me back home.
Okay, welcome to the first pilot show of It Must Be in the Water. Must Be in the Water, and I think we're on TV, Eddie. I don't see the light, but I know we're on. Must Be in the Water has been talked about in Mississippi for years and years. There's been a lot of songs called Must Be in the Water. But my good friend Gary Jolly, who you heard sing Must Be in the Water, the narration, the last Monday of every month, we will be doing Spotlighting the great talent of the state of Mississippi, which we will be doing tonight by phone and here in person. And Mary Ann Todd with Legends Magazine will be co-hosting the show along with some of the tourism folks at the Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Center. And Mary Ann, it's so good to have you. This is an exciting time, isn't it?
It is. There's no better time.
Come up a little close to that mic.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you now. That reminds me of my sponsor, C-Spire, but you can always hear C-Spire. Isn't it an exciting time?
It is. We got so much going on in Mississippi, we can hardly cover it all.
We just can't do it, and I'm going to introduce Gary Jolly, but before we do, well, I'll go ahead and introduce him because the first order of business And a lot of you remember Miss Margaret Dunn, who, when we had the prayer rally with the governor and when we made it legal to have prayer in schools, Miss Margaret Dunn was there. And tomorrow is her birthday, y'all, and she's listening on the radio in Macomb, Mississippi. She will be 98 years old, and what a prayer warrior she is. And so, Gary, hit that card and let's sing to Margaret.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Margaret. Happy birthday to you.
All right, give Miss Margaret a big hand, everybody. What a wonderful lady. Gary Jolly, Marianne, I don't know if you've ever met Gary, but Gary's from Philadelphia, Mississippi, and our first guest on It Must Be in the Water, and how appropriate that he wrote the theme song that we'll be using on television. And I want to explain to the folks what this show's going to do is be spotlighting great talent across Mississippi, some never been heard, writers, singers, and all of those kind of things. And Gary is one of the writers. You can give him an idea for a song, and he'll have it written by tomorrow. And he can.
Right.
And also by phone in a little bit, we're going to have Castro to call in, not the Castro from Mississippi. Castro.
Get your Castros right.
Castro Coleman.
Castro, Mr. Sip.
Mr. Sip. He will be calling in. He's quite an artist. He'll be calling by phone. But in person with Gary. Now, Gary, you're doing a lot of religious music. You're doing a lot of gospel music, writing and singing. You're doing a lot of churches. And I just want you to tell the folks in Mississippi and the churches that are listening, we're on French Camp and many all up in Tupelo and all over gospel stations, what you're doing and going around the churches.
Well, my wife and I, Brenda, the Lord sends me songs in the night, and we write the songs, but we go and share those songs with the people. I've got a co-writer in Texas, Ted Walker, and Mimi, his wife.
He's listening tonight.
He's listening in Texas.
Yeah.
And hey, Ted, love you and Mimi. But it's been a blessing since we've been together. We've written a lot of songs, and we go to church. In fact, I'm leaving here tonight, headed to Texas. I'm going to be singing in Texas this week. But what I'm trying to do is share what the Lord. I didn't live for the Lord as I was younger. Seen my dad die and seen him in the coffin. One of his friends witnessed to me, and I turned my life over to the Lord and met my wife, Brenda, 2 years after that. We were married. It was 19 years yesterday was our anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
The Lord changed my whole life, and I've been in Tennessee for the last, 20 years, and I miss home. And I'd love to be singing. We sing in Tennessee. We're supposed to go to Florida and sing down in Panama churches. But we don't get to sing a lot in Mississippi. And
well, you're singing your way back to Mississippi. That's what must be in
That's
the water.
what the song's about, singing my way back home to Mississippi.
How can churches get you, Gary?
They can get on our website, jollymusic@ymail.com, and our cell number is 731-414-1418. And would love to come to your church, share the Lord, what He's done in our life. My wife sings with me, and we tell you the little story of the songs as we write them.
Well, we're going to link you on our site. We got 2 minutes before we go to break, so I want you to take us out with one of your songs. I like that you're singing about the creek or the river or something. Just go ahead. Gary Jolly, folks, from Philadelphia, Mississippi. Y'all give a listen to and call us and tell us how you like him. 1-800-251-5891, toll free.
I'm on the bank by the riverside, laying here watching clouds go by. I'm resting, just resting. Fishing line tied to my big toe. Got no worries, there's peace in my soul. I'm resting. Let the others worry about tomorrow. Somebody else can carry that sorrow. I'm resting. I see trouble everywhere every day, but I'm not worried, I'm redeemed by His grace. I feel a breeze, I feel it coming on. The day the Lord comes and takes me home.
Gary Jolly, folks. Give us a call, 1-800-251-5891, pound 444 if you see Spire Wireless. We're going to be spotlighting Mississippi talent right here. Legends Magazine, Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Center, and Tourism the last Monday night of every month. Give us a call. We'll be right back. Email us, paul@listeneagle.com. We're going to have another artist on with some more with Gary Jolly and some other great talent from Mississippi. We'll be right back. Y'all don't go away.
I was always rushing to make deposits for my business.
I'm always rushing, period.
Now, I use Trustmark's Deposit Express ATM. No deposit slips, no envelopes, no waiting.
I even get images of my checks on my receipt. How cool is that?
Best of all, most deposits made by 9 on weeknights are credited that same day.
And all you need is this, a Trustmark MasterCard debit card.
Don't you love it when someone makes life easy?
Follow your passion to Mississippi.
I was born and raised in Winona, Mississippi. Baseball is just the love of my life. I was teaching school one morning and started feeling funny. Here I am, 46 years old, and had a heart attack.
We had received a call from the EMS in Winona that a school teacher had had a heart attack. We knew we had to act quickly to save his life. With any heart attack, time is everything. Within 19 minutes of the helicopter landing, we had his artery open.
19 minutes. They were ready for me when I got there. I'm a miracle.
Hello, I'm Don Evans, a trial lawyer. If you've been injured in an automobile accident, call me. Remember, it costs nothing to discuss your case with me, and there are no fees or expenses unless I collect for you. If you're in the hospital or can't come to me, I'll come to you.
Welcome back, folks. I'm Mary Ann Todd with Must Be in the Water, and we're taking your calls here at 1-800-251-5891 or pound 444 on your C Spire account.
Customer inspired.
Guess who we got on the phone?
You got a guest on the phone. You've interviewed him before. I saw that beautiful layout in the magazine. Legends Magazine.
Legends Magazine, that's right. That would be Castro Coleman, and that would be Mr. Sip, known as Mr. Sip. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, and you guys?
We're doing great up here. So you're the 2014 International Blues Challenge winner.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Congratulations. That's a huge honor. That's a huge contest up in Memphis.
It is. Over 250 bands all over the United States and countries overseas as well.
So you're the top dog out of 250 competitors?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we're excited about it, and just excited to be able to make the connection with all the other bands and all the other blues societies, and then to show them our interpretation of the Mississippi blues. We were honored that what we were doing to do it out, and we brought it back home to Mississippi.
Your interpretation of the Mississippi blues, though, is a little bit different from, I mean, you know, you think Mississippi blues and you get that in your head, but then I've seen pictures of you. Mr. Sip. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna ask you something. Now you've got kind of that Steve Urkel thing going on there with your glasses and your white socks and your high pants. And how did that come about?
That's a marketing strategy. Because I'm catering, I'm trying to draw in younger audience, and also at the same time I'm trying to help out kids. I have 4 girls, and my oldest daughter wears glasses. She was in 3rd grade, she got laughed at, and they kind of bullied her because she wore glasses. So then, when I started wearing the glasses, I'm going to make it cool.
Yeah, I bet they're not laughing now that Daddy won the IBC, huh?
But it actually started when I was doing gospel. I was wearing the glasses when I was doing gospel as well. It just kicked on, but now it's on the bad. We're excited about that. Now, kids don't have to be afraid to too look nerdy. It's okay to be, smart.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful stage persona.
And it just makes us different than everybody else about it.
At that it does. At that it does. You, in 2013, you were a finalist, and this year you took the competition. What do you think you did differently?
I was just as long as it's me and you. 2013, I had just started playing the blues. So when I went to the IBC, me and my band was only a month and a half old and ready.
Is that right?
So we didn't even know. We only knew 4 songs.
Closed it up. Castro, let me ask you something. This is Paul Ott. I want to ask you, if you would tell the state of Mississippi that's listening tonight how you got started, how old you were, where you're from, and right now, let's get the history just from you, and we're going to be quiet and listen.
Awesome. I was born and raised in Magnolia, Mississippi. I started playing guitar at the age of 6. Everybody in my family either play, sing, or write, so it was just a natural gift. My dad and my mom had a quartet group, the Starlight Singers, out of Magnolia, Mississippi. So they used to rehearse there. My dad had all the equipment there. So it was just there. It was there. And me and my brothers would sneak in there and play on the guitars and stuff. And I could hear it as a kid. I could hear it. So my Aunt Grace that lives in Macomb, which is my mom's oldest sister, stopped my mom and told her, look, sit down and listen to this boy play. At this time I was 6. And when she did, the tears started coming from my eyes, and I've been guitaring ever since.
Well, man, that is great. Have you ever done any music with the Williams Brothers from Pike County?
Yes. Actually, I am the Williams Brothers guitar player for the last 13 years. Co-wrote songs with them. Wrote songs for them. Actually, their last hit single that's out now, Counted Victory, was wrote and produced and recorded at my studio by me and Melvin Williams. Yes, those are the guys that taught me the professional lead to the music industry. So I give them that honor. If it wasn't for those guys taking me when I was around 17 and embracing me, to teach me the business, how to act, how to present myself, I don't know what, as for music, I don't know what I would be doing right now. So.
That's real special. I hear a lot about that from Mississippi musicians, how it's passed on, and
I do too, Marianne. And I'm going to tell you something. We call this show "It Must Be in Water," Castro. It must be when you look at B.B. King and Charlie Pratt and Leontine Price and Jimmy Buffett and Elvis Presley and Jimmy Rogers, and the list goes on and on. And you're from Pike County. We got a few from Pike County there, Castro. Brandon Norwood is from Macomb. Yep. Now, I had heard that Snoop Dogg had some relatives in Magnolia. Is that true?
Yes, actually, Snoop Dogg is my third cousin. And a lot of people say that, but it's for real on my side. So it runs in the family all the way around.
And Britney Spears was born in Macomb.
Yes.
Yeah. And Jerry Clower ain't too far from over there. You remember old Jerry?
Oh, yeah. Jerry Clower. And then Bo Diddley was from Macomb.
Bo Diddley.
That's right.
And Eddie, you get on there. Who was Chicken? Somebody came in the other night. What was that?
James Super Chicken Johnson was there.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to, ever since we invited Castro to be on here, I've been trying to put it together in my head of who he makes me think of. And I've got 3 people all mixed together. If you can imagine these three people mixed together, that's what I get. I draw from Castro's persona is Muddy Waters, James Brown, and George Benson. You put all together, and I think you got a Castro Coleman.
Well, have you got some more music we can go out? How much time we got left in this segment, Eddie?
Yes, so we've got about 2 minutes.
Hey, Castro, stay with us. We're going to go out to this break with some of your music, okay?
Okay, and look for me in the James Brown movie, August 1st.
As Jesus walked the dusty shore by the Sea of Galilee, he knew where he was going and what the end would be. And as he prayed over Jerusalem from that mountain high above, he knew that they would kill him, but that did not stop his love. And as he hung there on that cross between two thieves that day, one cried out for mercy. Jesus turned and looked his way. Then he said, I will take you to my Father's house above. Even though he was dying, they could not stop his love. Oh, they could not stop his love. No, they could not stop his love.
Hi, this is Burdock Caruth for Big Ten Tires. Attention company fleet managers, I've got some great news. Big Ten Tires is your one-stop shop. We understand that you don't have time to shop around for your vehicle needs. Let Big Ten Tires help you. All tire brands, oil changes, brakes, weather guard toolboxes, gooseneck hitches, ladder racks, and worn winches. Visit Big Ten Tires, downtown Jackson, Madison, Pearl, and Hattiesburg. Big Ten Tires, your one-stop shop.
Welcome back to Must Be in the Water. The last Monday night of every month, y'all, we're going to be spotlighting in behalf of the Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Center, Tourism, and Legends Magazine. Great talent from the state of Mississippi like you've heard tonight. We hope you'll call in and let us know what you think about it. 1-800-251-5891. Pound 444 if you see Spire customer inspired like we are. You can email us, paulott@listeneagle.com. And right now we're going to talk about a great part of this show that's going to be once a month, and that's Legends Magazine. And we have the editor and founder of it, Marianne Todd. Okay, Marianne, now you tell the state of Mississippi about this beautiful magazine and where all it is, because it's all over the state.
Well, that is the reason behind our success is that you can't get away from us. We are everywhere you go. If you're on the move, if you're traveling, if you're going to visitor centers, if you're in welcome centers, you're going to find us. If you're staying in hotels, eating out in better restaurants, not the big chains, but the mom and pops, you know, our Mississippi folks. Yeah. Right, this is all bringing
Greasy
it back
spoons,
home.
the greasy spoons.
Those wonderful greasy spoons. You'll find
them.
us all in there. You'll find us in coffee shops, museums, art galleries. See what I mean? You really can't get
Jean's
away from us.
restaurant in Meridian.
Jean's Restaurant in Meridian, because every morning, you know, there's a group of people who solve the world's problems there. It's where,
you know, they really do. They get together, and I'd love to video that sometimes. We'd have to beep out a few things, but they do solve.
We'll have to take this to Jean's.
That's why not take it to Jean's.
Take it to Jean's, and
but now, where can people get this magazine? Come on.
Okay. Like I said, you can get it in hotels, restaurants, coffee shops, visitor centers, tourism offices. Website is read, as in you're reading a magazine, readlegends.com.
Like Reed's Metal Studio that we're in, similar.
Well, with an A.
Oh, okay.
We're like, you know, reading. So readlegends.com, you can find out all of our information, our stories, our wonderful photographs shot by Pulitzer Prize-winning and nominated photographers. Fabulous writers, beautiful stories.
How do you decide what you're going to put in there?
Well, you know, that's the thing. You think you know the state, right?
Right.
You don't know the state.
I've been doing it a long time.
You still finding out new stuff.
I am, like the Constitution, where you said it was done in our bicentennial coming up.
That's right. And I walked in here and told you all the stuff that you didn't know, and I'm sure you could fill me in on a few things,
Bert
too.
says I was here when it was signed 200 years ago.
So, well, and we were Googling.
That's right.
Right?
We Googled.
How old is this state? So, 200 years old, and then this edition right here, we highlighted appropriately from Memorial Day, the 4th of July, very patriotic time in our country. Memorial Day was actually begun in Columbus, Mississippi.
Isn't that something?
Isn't that?
And we got a story to tell about that. As a matter of fact, when we close out the show, Jake, speaking of Jake's animation on television, we will be showing a thing we just called Dear Mr. and Mrs. America, and you'll be seeing that and talking about the unknown soldier, which we'll.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. America, oh, hear what I have to say. I died to save our country, the land of the USA, so you could go shopping, have a home, and love and play. Yes, I'm the one who gladly paid the price. That's why I'm here today. I want America to be free. I want her to stay great, so keep her clean from within. Don't wait till it's too late. Ah, Mr. and Mrs. America, listen as I say. Should the fighting start all over, I'd join again today. There are others here like me, and they come from every state. I know that we can count on you to keep America great. Yes, I'm the unknown soldier with no nameplate at my head. Though my body here is sleeping, I'm everything but dead. The real me is still living. Over here we have no pain, and there's always sunshine, no cloudy skies and no rain. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. America, please listen as I say. There are folks from every branch of service here with me today. We came from farms and cities and from every walk of life. And some gave up a mom and a pop, and some a child and a wife. Now it seems that faith agrees that it must be done, that right must fight till right has finally won. We know we've won the fight.
Lighting up your home takes a dedicated group of Mississippians working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 52 weeks a year. Hello, I'm Paul Lott, and as a member of Electric Power Association, I am proud of the more than 2,800 employees who deliver affordable and reliable electric service to more than 1.8 million Mississippians. From the state-of-the-art control centers through a network of poles and wires, we enjoy the comforts of electricity at the flip of a switch. Electric Power Associations, serving you.
Family traditions are never more important than when families gather around the dinner table to celebrate special occasions. Farm families of Mississippi share the bounty of the harvest with families throughout the state and even the nation. Chances are that your gatherings include delicious sweet corn, baked sweet potatoes, and a rich golden pecan pie. Buy Mississippi-grown products. It's good for your family and it's good for Mississippi. The farm families of Mississippi.
You've seen the beautiful metal roofs from Reed's Metals on homes, churches, banks, hunting camps, and more. If you've been thinking about a metal roof, Reed's Metals will send a representative to you for a free estimate within 24 hours. With over 20 different colors in stock, you can order today and pick up today. Reed's Metals can deliver within 72 hours. Reed's Metals is also one of the largest pre-engineered metal building manufacturers in the Southeast. Call today or visit reedsmetals.com.
I was born and raised in Winona, Mississippi. Baseball was just the love of my life. I was teaching school one morning and started feeling funny. Here I am, 46 years old, and had a heart attack.
We had received a call from the EMS in Winona that a school teacher had had a heart attack. We knew we had to act quickly to save his life. With any heart attack, time is everything. Within 19 minutes of the helicopter landing, we had his artery open.
19 minutes. They were ready for me when I got there. I'm a miracle.
See what I mean?
It's my home state, Mississippi.
Every morning, you know, there's a group of people who solve the world's
Roll on,
problems there.
mighty river, birthplace of the stars, and Mississippi is her name.
Mississippi.
Brought to you by the Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Center.
It must be in the water.
Like I said, you can get it in.
Online at msarts.org.
Centers, tourism offices. Website is Read, as in you're reading a magazine, readlegends.com.
Like Reed's Metal Studio.